Right, buddy, I want to talk about Mainoo and Mainoo Ugarte and how they are the perfect midfield for Manchester United. We need to get rid of Casemiro, we need to get rid of Eriksen, and we need to bring in players like Ugarte and Mainoo. I think they're the midfield that Amorim. You can see Amorim starting to really learn his perfect team, and I think from now on that will be the perfect midfield that he goes to. Obviously, yes, they will need rotating at times, and you have to bring other players in. But you look at that two midfield, it's absolutely key. You have two midfielders in there, ultimately one defensive and more attacking minded. The main benefit about Mainoo and Ugarte is that the fact they complement each other. They're very, very good. Like, Ugarte is very good at breaking up play, winning the ball back, and then Mainoo is very good on the ball, passing the ball. And ultimately, I think that is ultimately what you need. Ugarte is absolutely fantastic and has some very, very good games for Manchester United so far this season. He is still a young player. I think he's like 2 or 3 years older than Mainoo. Mainoo's obviously someone who's been fantastic as well. He's still relatively young. And yes, he's had a few shaky games. I don't think he looked the best when he initially came back from injury. But I think you can really start to see him mould into that position. I think he's looked absolutely sharp, very good on the ball. And yeah, he's one of those players that has been United's best player in recent weeks. He's just so technically sound on the ball. When he came on in the Manchester derby for Mount, he was fantastic. When he came on against Newcastle, fantastic. Against Liverpool, fantastic. We know what Mainoo can do, and we know really when we get the best of Mainoo, he's an absolute world-class player. He's not really a midfielder that scores goals, but he does the great bit fantastically well, like getting the ball, passing it, just simple. And I think he's definitely a player who has developed and needs much more developing. He's nowhere near the complete article. Sometimes he does get dispossessed off the ball. There are definitely strengths in his game, but there definitely are weaknesses. I think he can improve. On Ugarte, listen, it was his first season. Many people, and so was I was a bit sceptical when he did come in. I didn't really know too much about him. He did have a few shaky games when he first started for Manchester United, but the last few games have been fantastic. I think Forest, he was brilliant. Yes, we did lose a game. Anfield away, brilliant. I think against Arsenal, when we did lose as well, he was brilliant too. He's had some very, very good performances. I think those two, and even Bruno to an extent in there as well, is very, very key into the way in which Amorim wants to play. You need to have dynamic midfielders who are very good on the ball. And I think Ugarte, Mainoo, we need more players like that. And I think that's definitely a priority. Well, is a position we need. I don't think it's a priority right now, but it definitely is a position Manchester United need to look at for strengthening in the future. Whether that's, I don't really know which, because we're going to get rid of midfielders. Eriksen and Casemiro are going to go. Mount for me should go. We need more players in there. And whether that's promoting someone like a Toby Collier from the academy, or there's other academy players in there, the Jack Fletchers, the is it Morehouse, Jim Threads, like there are players in there, but unless it's going out by an experienced player like a Camavinga, or I don't, like, off the top of my head, I can't really think, but we need more players like that. You need that defensive destroyer, and I think we do need depth because, listen, we've seen in the game against Newcastle, Ugarte was out and we did massively struggle. Like, Casemiro just doesn't have the legs. He's one of the best in that position, but in the Amorim system, you need legs. You need to be able to go and press. And ultimately, Casemiro doesn't have that. In that number 8 position, next to Ugarte, Mainoo in there. We had Eriksen against Newcastle, just didn't work. And you do need replacements for them because, as I said, if they do get injured, they do get suspended, United are going to be back to square one again. So, yes, I don't think we will bring players in January in the midfield, but definitely in the summer. As I said, Casemiro, Eriksen, the free agent, so he's definitely going to go. Saudi are interested in Casemiro, so there will be people definitely interested in signing Casemiro. And you have to look at Manchester United must ideally look to get rid of Casemiro. Yes, he's had some good games in the United shirt, but he isn't good enough. We need to move on. He doesn't fit the midfield that we need. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. I just wanted to talk about the midfield because they probably, I'm not like it was a very good team performance against Liverpool, but they, not only in the game against Liverpool, in the recent games have been so good, particularly Ugarte. Mainoo starting to find some great form again since that injury, which is absolutely fantastic. And I think he will be a very, very key player for us. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Listen, it's a big week for United. Obviously, we have Arsenal coming up on the weekend. That's going to be another tough game. Then after that, we're back to the kind of 2 games or 3 games a week. Obviously, Amorim does have a lot of more training, which you can work with the basics and the principles, and you've seen that in the game against Liverpool. So let's see what you can do to this week. I mean, it was Sunday to Sunday, so he's got a week. You'll probably get maybe 3-4 training sessions in there. Obviously, I don't think the players train every day, recovery and stuff like that. Or if they do, I don't know, but maybe 4 or 5 training sessions in there, which will absolutely be fantastic. But that was the kind of video. I wanted to talk about the midfield. Thank you for watching. Hope you did enjoy. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you are new. Thank you for watching. Hope you did enjoy. Peace.